4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Ryan here, bringing on Starcraft commentary. This is gonna be the first set of Group H of the round of 16 of the NATE MSL. This is gonna be the fourth matchup of the day. JangBi up against Stats. Color change. Whoop-pow! Gonna have JangBi as the beige Protoss, the lower left-hand position. We're gonna have Stats as the red Protoss, the upper right-hand position. They've decided now to just show us the images of the players and their mini-maps below, just so they don't have to do the usual close-ups. This actually lets me find the players, which I'm actually kind of happy about. Don't even have to worry about the colors. They changed the colors on me. I was like, no, oh my god, I'm gonna panic, but instead I didn't. So, JangBi up against Stats, and this is interesting. This is very, very, very interesting. Unmatched point. 2-player map, of course. I haven't seen a PvP on this map yet, so I look forward to seeing how it plays out with its little intricate little things, because I'm not really expecting any huge battles near the middle. Usually a PvP, sometimes it's a battle near the middle, sometimes a battle of one guy attacking one guy, and if the guy that's defending manages to hold the other guy off, he might build up a large army to go for a push of his own, and sometimes it kind of plays between like that. One guy goes for push. If he doesn't finish it off, he's going to find himself being a push on his own base, and it kind of goes like a ping pong table back and forth. Think pong. Boop, 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 something like that. But yeah, metagame has changed sometimes a little bit here. You still see the usual goons with Reavers opening, but eventually sometimes these days transitions into High Templar tech, Zealots, Archon armies. You know, sometimes it even starts that way very quickly, transitions that way very soon. Of course, if one player goes for that kind of build and you're kind of a little bit behind, yeah, you just don't have the responsibility. You kind of have to. Sometimes one guy starts it off and the other guy has to kind of follow through with the same. Both players starting at very standard gateway into a simulator. Gonna be seeing their Seminary score coming up very soon alongside getting their scouts up. JangBi, yeah, getting a scout. We're gonna see. Looking forward to see what we're gonna be seeing some manor piloning. JangBi, of course, very, very irritating with his manor pylons. Meanwhile now, gotta see Stats just going on being irritating, trying to, actually putting down an anti-manor pylon. But yeah, just trying to be irritating. Just really harass the gas mining of JangBi. He's actually doing a good job, forcing JangBi to stop mining gas along his probes for a few seconds, and every little bit counts. It's just being irritating, trying to stop that gas, because every little bit, maybe that little 10 gas, 20 gas that JangBi won't have that one single time means that he gets that one single goon late, means that he'll get his Reaver tech just a little bit late, and every little bit like that counts. JangBi has his first Zealot out, has two anti-manor pylons. One pure, well, not really complete anti-manor pylons, but one of them is a sort of an anti-manor pylon, just to kind of make sure those don't happen. He doesn't want to get his own ass manor pylon. Does have goon range coming in, only once on gateway, so that's Stats. I'm sorry, but yeah, JangBi actually doing exactly the same thing. So I'm actually, from what the guys are showing, I'm thinking we're going to be seeing robotics facilities before second gateway. And no Zealot in for Stats. He just goes straight to his first goon to kill that probe off. Ooh, misses. Second hit. Let's see. One more hit. Okay, 2 more hits. Never mind. I said 1 more hit. I meant 2. But yeah, JangBi gonna lose his scout inside. Meanwhile, now Stats can move his own probe away as soon as he spots that Dragoon coming up. Put down. Ooh, Citadel. Put on a Citadel, which I don't think got spotted. Now, oh, Citadel 2. Both players going for Citadel and can't. Oh, cores stop spinning. Citadels come up. So both players going for DTs, I think. Both players are going for DTs. 2 Dragoons out in the field for Stats. Meanwhile, he's going to be able to prevent a scout with this. But both players going for Citadels. And a gate. Oh, JangBi. Oh, man. Ah, beautiful. Pulling a bogus. Oh, God, I hope I didn't start another meme or something there. Pulling up bogus, but yes, hiding a gateway behind those mineral lines. And I think actually Stats had a probe, Pysel in position to the same, but I'm not quite sure about that. But yeah, going to hide that. Hide that one single gateway there behind the mineral lines at the third. Zealot, meanwhile, going to go in. JangBi, I think Zealot got picked off before it managed to go in and spot the positioning. Temple Archives. Popo's getting with the Temple Archives up, but of course JangBi's going to have a very quick reinforcement route. They get in the second gateway at the position. Temple Archives just a little bit behind. Stats, we won't going to expand. Oh my god, is he going for DTs or not? Wow. Wow. Yeah, we're going to see what JangBi decides to do. Moving out with his own few goons that he has. Going to be building DTs soon. And not really quite sure. Yeah, I think this is, Forge coming up for Bogus. So he's suspicious boy. We're going to be seeing some cannons. As soon as he gets those cannons out, they're going to be a real help. But we're going to see what I think he might actually have that probe stuck. I think that probe is stuck. But yeah, we're going to see his first DT imminent any second now. And first DT is going to move it. Just go ahead and move out and do some damage. Forge coming up, so there is going to be a cannon inside the main, but there could be on the opposite side also a DT. Two cannons coming out the natural expansion. They're going to be forced. The DTs guys are going to run right past them. Going to run right towards the main. There should be a one of them. There's Forge to be at. He's actually, cannons be put down. Two Forges. JangBi, meanwhile, probably spotting the Shimmer. Yeah, definitely spotting the tank. Meanwhile, going to go inside the base. Going to start killing probes. Just, rip time. But meanwhile, putting down two Forges to block off his main to make sure those DTs don't get inside. Two cannons inside of the natural expansion. So JangBi's not going to manage to kill all the probes off, but at the very least he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. And that is going to be able to block off those DTs completely. More DTs coming in alongside those Dragoons, but he's not going to be able to engage there just because of those cannons. Meanwhile, that one single DT is just going to continue attacking the Nexus. And now another DT on the opposite side going to attack those two Forges. JangBi, meanwhile, just going to cannon up his main. If he actually put down a cannon behind those Forges, would actually be able to force that one single DT out, but I just don't think he has the time for that. Shield's not getting charged in time. One of the Forges is going to go down, but that one single DT is going to be able to run inside and instantly get picked off by those three cannons. I'm sorry. I think it actually might be two. I'm not quite sure the third one was a cannon or not, but Stats, meanwhile, might lose the Nexus. Inside of his main. Both players going for very cheesy play, but Stats is going to lose the Nexus inside of his main. Natural expansion is going to be up, but lost some probes alongside mining time. Definitely not a help. He's going to be able to hold his nat, but that DT might do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Probe actually moving out to put down a pylon. A robotics facility now coming up for JangBi. Yeah, he's just going to take up, try to get those observers out there. DT is going to run inside. He's going to be a threat on the outskirts of his main, but not really going to be that big a threat. There's actually now robotics facility coming inside the natural expansion for Stats. Not nearly in time to get an observer out there to save him. He's just now killing pylons. Of course, disabling all these buildings, disabling that one gateway there alongside. And just, preventing, also, of course, lowering the psi count, the overall psi count. Observatory almost now up for both players. I think it's now up for JangBi. So he's going to be able to go out and hunt. Both players are going to be able to go around and start hunting those DTs. JangBi has more DTs in the field, but just being so irritating with it, killing out pylons on all sides. That one single, I'm not even sure, wonder if there's enough psi for an observer. God, might not even be enough. Get an observer out there, get those DTs to kill that, Dragoons to kill that one single DT inside the main. Probe moving out, more DTs and a high tempo are being produced by Stats. And that probe coming up to put down a pylon to start off with. Gonna run for its life, meanwhile, gonna force a cancel. Putting down one single pylon, not really doing much. It's gonna be forced to cancel. But now observer's out for JangBi. He's gonna be able to hunt those DTs, and I think he's just in such powerful position. Stats is gonna put down his Nexus again. But I just feel he's in such a bad position, there's no chance whatsoever for him to do anything. Gets his own DT out there, waiting for an observer to come, so it's going to be DT on DT. Let's hope he doesn't fail. Yeah, gets the first hit off. Yeah. Already damaged DT. Just these goons are going to move in and finish it off. But now Stats has meanwhile gotten a high tempo. Not quite sure whether he has enough to get those storms going. Meanwhile, JangBi has expanded, now moving in with DTs, picking off losing a DT, but picking off a probe. I think it might have been something else alongside. But moving in towards the line has 5 goons. Probes are going to be blocking off. Stats moving a lot of those probes off the line. Blocking off, possibly even against the DT. Meanwhile, JangBi still has the DT inside of that main. Dear God. I think that actually, oh God, how did that happen? Might have been another DT or something, I don't know. Now finally going to get picked off. So he's being able to get his main up, but his economy is still not strong. Losing one of the goons. JangBi at this point just going to move in. Ooh, just two volleys from those goons picking off a cannon. That's awesome to watch, actually. Waiting for a storm, and his own DT's not going to manage to do it. Losing his cannons, waiting for a storm, which is not coming. JangBi has observers, so those DTs are going to be useless. 2 High Templar up, but they're waiting for storm. I'm not even sure whether the storm is researched. Yeah, one storm is ready. Nice storm there, killing 2 Dragoons. Another storm going to come off. JangBi microing decently, but still getting some of them hit. Now all the probes being pulled off the line. Shuttle coming in, but I don't think there's anything in it. We're going to see whether it actually decides to put something inside the shuttle. Yeah, microing all of his probes around, but just getting him killed. More reinforcement Dragoons coming in for JangBi. He also has his natural expansion, and he has really not been harassed economically at all. So he's so far ahead at this point, there's not really much else to say. My voice is absolutely dying. My throat is screaming in pain. GG, I'm surprised I'm not bleeding somewhere, like from my eyes. But overall, a nice start to the round of 16. Pretty much no surprises. Well, okay, game 1 was a surprise. Oh, my God, that was insane. But overall, matchup-wise, no surprises to start off. We're going to see whether some of these... We're going to see whether some of the underdogs manage to bring back comebacks in a week. So, GG guys, wrenching out. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Listen to more games from me during the weekend, hopefully. Later.